Joe Random getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in RBIs. It's the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. First pitch coming your way next. Joe Random now at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one missed by a ton. One out and the base is empty. Swing and a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. And that's a foul ball. Looked like he misread that one out of the pitcher's hand. He pulled the trigger pretty late. I'm sure he wants another crack at it. Next pitch, down in the dirt. And there's a ball. When he's on the mound, hitters need to be prepared for that ball to dive on him. He's got a good sinker and changeup and relies on both of them. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Great job to see changeup out of the hand and lay off it. Payoff pitch off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. Man at first with one gone. Digging in, Braden Taylor. The 0-1. Pops this one up. And 2 away now. Here's the catcher, Nate Baez. Pitch, runner breaking for second.
That's a ball.
That just missed. Walked the batter on 4 pitches. Here's the left fielder, Stanley Tucker. And 1 and 2. Runners on the move. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. And that ends the inning. Coming up now to the dish for Reading, number 87. And the 1-1. Bunting for a hit. Random. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. He legs it out. Random stepping in, looking to flip the momentum back after last inning. Let's see if he can be the spark. What a stop. Fires to first. And they get the out. Got a problem with snakes at your house? Ralph's Weasel Emporium now offers special mongoose-based services to keep your place serpent-free. Get 10% off your first month with promo code RickyTickyTabby. Random up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. And it's straight to the backstop. Taylor moves into scoring position on a wild pitch, and that erases the double play possibility. Here comes the 2-0. Random thought that pitch missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Swings through that one for a strike 2. What a sinker he's got. Tons of dive on that pitch. Usually a sinker is designed to get ground outs, but he gets batters to swing and miss at it. Not close with that one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of the 5th. Ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. And a challenge from behind the dish.
Right there. Taylor.
Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Braden Taylor. And they're all loaded up. And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off-speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking it. Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Nate Baez.
Clutch up, drive him in for us.
Ball four. They've walked in a run. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Now the left fielder, Stanley Tucker.
Stanley Tucker.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us.
In the dirt, but kept it close. Nice job behind the plate there. Here comes the 2-2 offering. In the air on the infield, and there's the call for the infield fly.
Batter is out.
The batter, number 7.
So with one away, the bases are loaded. And now the DH, Yoferi Rodriguez. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to right center. Here's the relay to the plate. Not in time. Safe at home. And they've tied it again. This is baseball 101 right here. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Get the ball in the air to the outfield and get the sac fly. Stepping to the plate next for Reading, Carson DiMartini. All square at 4. Lays down a bunt.
One.
And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. That was some smooth bunting ability he showed there. Perfect bat angle, dropped the ball down in a great spot, and easily into first on the bunt single. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Next pitch is downstairs. Bounce to the left side. 1 away.
Now batting.
1 down. Next up for the Fightin' Phils, Nick Biddison. Here's the 2-2 pitch. On the ground to third.
One.
To first. Fine play in the hole for the out. Random up now. It's all in front of him. Bottom of the 9th, tie game, and a chance to be the hero.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here you go.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Oh my, right to the backstop. And the runners will advance. This is not how they wanted the inning to go, and that ball in the dirt just compounded matters. Now there are runners at second and third with nobody out, and a base hit can bring in both of them. And that's outside. With first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded. And now the 2-1. Oh, and this one gets away. And the Sea Dogs walk this one off. They take it 5-4. The home crowd loves it. What an unusual way for a game to end. Final score in this game, 5-4. For our entire excellent crew, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in to Baseball on the Show. And good night, Jim, wherever you are.
Let's go, let's go. Yeah. Keep it up, let's go. Keep it up, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna elevate. Let's go. Yeah. Big pressure, big step up.
I'm in Bottega Veneta, waffling a stitch on a sweater, parakeet green on the lettuce. I don't be rocking no butters. If you see me booted, it's missing Margiela. Double R Kim with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef from the farmer and he'll go dispatch it. I got no vendettas. I'm doing numbers like stars at the Mecca. And Issei Miyake, I flooded Tribeca. Tryna save room for my dinner, but I'd have been touching more bread than a champion at checkers. I crave all the pressure, they cave under pressure. The difference is clear. He missed a target in over a year. I bet you could tell by this Rick Owens tactical gear. Yeah, I got remarkable range. Midas put fingers to fangs, and also the main, so only the molars remain. I pick up a couple of chains, I bust on the plane, examine the different terrains. I used to just be in my brain, my love for the game, but now I can feel it in veins. Yeah, came from the sediment, so dirt on my name is irrelevant. Money been calling my minutes unlimited, talking much louder than negative sentiment. But on my 90s, they mashing the vitamins, late to the session. I pull up in Revenant, hop in the both of my demons, I let them in. They want a future, so we had to get them in. Double R came with umbrella, they trying to rain on my parade.
Joe Random with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going today? It's the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. We'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Now the third baseman, Joe Random. Not getting the desired results at the plate recently, only 2 hits over the last 5 games. First pitch misses, ball 1. Fly ball, left field, under it. Gets there, got it. So 2 on and 2 out. Coming up now to the dish for Reading, Jose Rodriguez. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Crosses the plate. Now the tag at third, and they get the out. And that ends the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom. 1 down, Random, getting ready to hit. Flied to left the first time. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. This broadcast is sponsored by Large Lad Burgers, where they're going hot with the Absolute Unit Burger, Scoville Edition. Made with Trinidad Moruga peppers, it'll scorch your mouth and your stomach lining. And a swing and a miss. And now 2 away. 1 away and a runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Trent Farquhar. The 0-1. Chopped to the left side. Fires to second for 1. Double play! Yeah! What a twin killing to end the inning. Not much. Bottom of the inning. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Joe Random. Up the middle. Picks it up. 1 gone. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Random steps in looking to be the rally starter. This could be the inning that flips this game. McMillan, a 6'3" right-hander, he uses a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally mixes in a cutter. the pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. One ball, one strike.
Ball, that's in.
Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and it's a 2-run game. Ground ball to the right side. And that's the ball game. Might be time to get in an extra session or two in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him. Joe Random with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over him. It's the Reading Fightin' Phils. And the 1 down. Joe Random now at the plate. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action.
That's a ball.
That one ripped, but foul. And that's outside. 1 out and the base is empty. Strike 2. He thought that was a ball, and he'll challenge. And that one did miss. The strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. And that ABS review is sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, where they're committed to finding the ideal specs for your spectacles. Once you get glasses with them, you'll see the world in a whole new light. There's ball 4.
Taylor.
Runner at first. Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Braden Taylor. Quick toss to first. Dives back in safely. Runner on the go. And he grounds it to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Here comes the throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit.
Tucker.
1 out and 2 on. Next to hit, Stanley Tucker. Three and 1, here's the pitch. And they're all loaded up. Stepping in, Max Ferguson.
The first baseman.
Hey, big one.
Max
Here we go.
Ferguson.
This one popped up. Under it. And there are 2 outs. In a bases-loaded spot like that, it's easy to get greedy and swing for the grand slam. But come out of your mechanics, and you might wind up with an outcome like that one. And now the 1-2.
Try man, huh? Find a barrel.
In the dirt. Wow, that is a great job behind the dish there. Line drive to right. And that's the end of the inning. At the plate, Jose Rodriguez. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate.
3-3-3.
Runner scores, and they have the lead. The tag at third, and he is out. And that ends the inning. A run, a hit, and a runner left aboard. We go to the bottom of the second. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Here's the third baseman, Joe Random. So clutch, arguably the team's MVP this year.
Oh,
First and second, 2 down. That clips the zone. Batter challenges in a crucial spot. And it was a strike. The call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Got the batter swinging for the K. And that ends the inning. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Sea Dogs batting. The Sea Dogs have had some impressive alumni since their founding in 1994, including Josh Beckett, Jacoby Ellsbury, John Lester, Dustin Pedroia, and Mookie Betts. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Yeah, great job right there.
It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That's a great swing he put up.
Get back.
Now a quick throw to first. Dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly to left. And there's one down. Man on at first. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Stanley Tucker. And 1 and 2. There goes the runner. This one lifted to center field. Matheson gets under it and makes the catch. Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Max Ferguson. Runner on the move. Ground ball, right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left on base. Runner at first with 1 gone. Now the third baseman, Joe Random. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, chases that one, darting out of the zone. On 0-1, the delivery.
oh,
Wasn't a strike, but the changeup away is well located here. He's gunning for that double play. Nice job by the hitter to take it. Here comes the 1-1. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. Made them pay for that one, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. You knew right off the bat that ball was headed out of here. What a rocket. Great job of hitting it where it's pitched. On a fastball on the outer half like that one, you need to keep the weight back and focus on good contact. That time, it paid off with a homer. Two away and a
Now
runner at
batting,
first.
the third
Up next, the
baseman,
switch-hitting
Joe
third baseman, Joe Random. Already a homer for him in this one.
Here, let's go, kid.
And swing and a miss. That's off the mark. 2-1. Out towards left center. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Obviously, he was a big piece of their offense in this ball game. Great effort at the plate.
I look around, search all I can find. People next to me out of their mind. Looking through the light, gonna make you blind. So-called sophisticated mankind. Brother plan seems to work. Economic growth is saving the earth. Sing alive, tell me what is it worth? A deeper love from the day of your birth. I start losing it, I'm out of control. Part I'm losing, part I'm playing a role. They get your money, do they get to your soul? I bet you, honey, what you need is a goal. Now you're in it, you just playing the game. Another minute or a second of fame. Say my name, I'm going up in the flame. Another day, another breath I retain. Don't you wanna breathe? Don't you wanna breathe? Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can go. Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can go.
Joe Random is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. First pitch coming your way next. Here's the third baseman, Joe Random. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. And takes
Ball
low
one.
for ball one. Random went yard in his most recent game. Right through there for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner at second with nobody out. That one not close. And the next pitch is way outside. Spoils the two-strike offering, another coming up. Three and two now. Fouled off at the plate, they'll do it again. Taylor stands at second, nobody out. Foul will see another payoff pitch. Next one's popped in the air into right. And makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. That is a double play.
That's third.
Welcome back to Richmond. Top of the fourth
third
inning.
Baseman, Joe Random.
The Flying Squirrels had their first season in 2010 and went to the Eastern League Championship Series for the first time just 1 year later, falling 3-1 to the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. This broadcast comes to you courtesy of Deimos, the smaller of the 2 moons of Mars. When planning your next space travel itinerary, remember, Deimos, moon of Mars. And he's challenging that called strike. And the strike is overturned following the review. They'll keep both their challenges. And now the 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Hey, that ball was hit hard.
I love that patient approach from him to work a favorable count. And he showed a nice up-the-middle approach on that hit, something you always like to see from a minor league hitter. Runner on the go. This pitch popped up. Keelan settles under this one. Gets there, got it. Throw behind the runner and doubled off. We're back here at the ballpark. Start of the 6th. Ben Gelman bringing you this one. And leading off, Joe Random. Random at the plate for the 3rd time. Fans on that one. Swing and a drive. That one's back there. Out of here. Made them pay for that one. And just like that, they're within a run. It's 3-2. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. That's an impressive bit of hitting right there. A breaking ball away, and he kept his hands back and let the pitch travel deep before driving through it for the opposite field
Now
blast.
batting,
That's
second
textbook
baseman,
stuff.
Nate.
One away and a runner at
Furman.
first. Now it's the second baseman, Nate Furman. And that bunted towards third. The throw to first. And that's an out on the sacrifice bunt. And he's delivering for the team, dropping the sac bunt and advancing the runner. Now we'll see if they can bring him in from second. Random up now with his team trailing. This offense needs a spark, so big AB here. Right side, hard hit.
Come on.
And there's one down. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Max Ferguson. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Dive, got it! From his knees, the throw, that's the ball game. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long.
Standing ovation when we pull up, it gets loud. No hesitation, we locked in, there's no way out. All dedication when it doesn't take vacation. No space for doubt, we about to put it down. Running, take a breath, keep running. Cause your time is coming, show it out. One hit, we don't stop, one hit. Straight away, pumping like an 808. One hit, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. We got one hit.
Last man in this game, tossing the bottom of the ninth inning. 물럭광 모두 change. 원래 역전이 더 짜릿한 밥 vision. 눈을 쏠려 from the whole world. 공은 던져 잡고 또 숨죽여 till the end. 너야 sub-zero to 100. Yeah, this is my home ground. Don't memory crowd. Wanted to the top goes like whoosh. 떠나가기 질러 get loud. Like I said, nigga, tell my team. 믿고 달린 I steal the scene. Make a new history.
su raíz. Estoy pensando en toda mi gente mientras recorro la base. Firme, pase lo que pase. Vamos por encima, esa es la frase. Subo el volumen cuando llegue mi turno al bate. Que esto es el clásico mundial. Ponte ready para el desempate. Hay que jugar con el corazón. Darlo todo en el terreno, esa es mi pasión. Con orgullo trae tus colores porque luego ya comenzó. We don't stop,
One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head straight away, pumping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. One head, we got one head.
Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Joe Random. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed. The pitch. Ground ball, right side. And it goes just foul. Random clobbered a homer in his last game. 0-2, and the delivery. In the dirt, but blocked. This pitch popped up. Parks Harbor under it. And makes the catch. 2 outs, bases empty. In the air to center. Arias has a beat on it. Gets there, got it. Now the third baseman, Joe Random. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Wouldn't you like to pay less at the dentist? At Sadie Marcus Dental, they're saving you money by never using anesthetic. Set up your first visit and feel the difference for yourself. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. Not a great swing, he was early and off balance. The pitcher might subtract a little more and see if he chases something bad. It's ball 1. 1 out and the base is empty. Swing and a miss, that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the dropped third strike. A bit unusual to see him swing so early. Typically uses the whole field, but a little jumpy in this spot. Victor Barry-Cotto now at the plate, trying to move the runner over here. Random. The throw to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice bunt. 1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. Late on that fastball. They haven't mustered much offense yet, but they're not that far down. One mistake could put them right in this thing. The Sea Dogs, down by a pair, here in the top of the ninth. Oh-2, rocks and fires. And there's a ball. Got it. They are down to their final out. 2 down and a runner at second base. And next, the cleanup hitter, Max Ferguson. And a base hit right there. Runner around third. The relay, safe. He scores, and it's a 1-run game. And now the shortstop, Vinny Capra. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Chopped left side. The flip, safe.
Save! He beat the throw.
The batter, number 7. Designated
2
hitter,
out, and both the
Gilbert
tying and go-ahead runs are
Rodriguez.
aboard. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. And that's the ball game. The Flying Squirrels hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Solo is vocalist maestro. This fish grease, rest in peace, Polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Ma, Ray, Ghost, and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has its cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not going.
Joe Random working through his prep for this one. And now the third baseman, Joe Random. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. The 0-1 from the lefty. And that is a towering blast to center field, way out of here. An absolutely titanic shot. 39th home run of the season, and they add on. It's 2-0. That ball was gone as soon as it left the bat. He absolutely smoked it. That changeup was creeping to the plate, way slower than most, but he did well to read it out of the pitcher's hand, and he put a great swing on it. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Victor Barry-Cotto.
Barry-Cotto.
Drops it down the third baseline. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. That was some smooth bunting ability he showed there. Perfect bat angle, dropped the ball down in a great spot, and easily into first on the bunt single. Top half, third inning, and here at the plate, Joe Random. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Vendetta Bagpipes. When you need to get even with your nemesis, it's no time for subtlety. Send in the tartan-wearing team from Vendetta Bagpipes. They'll blow you away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
That a way to find the sweet spot right there. That a boy.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max.
And here's the first baseman, Max Ferguson. Pitch, runner breaking for second. Grounder left side. Now 1 out. So digging in, Drew Earhart. Runner edging away at second base. Runner takes off for third.
Come on, you got it, come on.
We're here in the top half of the third. 1 away with a runner at third. Pop up to the left side. Parks Harbor under it. And makes the catch. So up next, Vinny Capra. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. And it's crushed to deep left. This one's back there. On the warning track and hauls it in. Digging in for the Flying Squirrels, Jonah Cox. That's to third. Has some trouble with it. Makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the batter reaches safely. All set for the start of this inning. Digging in, Joe Random.
Random.
Gage getting back to it out there.
That's a ball.
Random, just 21 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2025. Right side, and that's
Foul ball.
just foul. On the ground,
Foul
and it
ball.
goes just foul. One and two, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. So 2 on and 2 out. And now the first baseman, Victor Barry-Cotto. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 run comes in. Another comes in to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Inning over, but the damage certainly done. Now, Joe Random. He's already homered in this ballgame. And the first
That's
pitch
the ball.
misses for ball 1.
Hook.
And he's challenging that called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 out and the base is empty.
Yeah.
Random wants to challenge here, thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. Two 1 pitch coming. And there's a ball. Next pitch in for a strike. Random disagrees with that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. No challenges left for him now. Got him. And there's 2 away. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Fremy De Leon. Struck the batter out looking. And that's the ball game. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results. The team may have lost, but he held up his end.
We don't hold back, we're right in your face. We can't lose, we take your first place. They wanna do it like me?
My love, we used to move you. My love was always on your mind. Now you just look right through me, treat me like a ghost. So you don't need to tell me that you already let go. My love, oh. Your hands, they're fine without me. Your lips don't care if I come back. I was your favorite flavor. When did I lose my taste? Funny how time can change us. I think you used to crave my love.
Joe Random ready to put on a hitting display today. The young prospect has been wowing crowds, leading the league in home runs this season. It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. First pitch coming your way next. 1 down. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Joe Random.
Random.
Not close with that one, but still chased. That's a strike. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone. Ripped to third and caught. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. Bash down the right side, but foul.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
And here's the 0-2. Base hit.
Find the ball. Find
Runner
the ball.
around third. Here's the throw. In there, runner scores. And now they trail by one.
Second baseman, Braden.
Well, he comes through
Taylor.
clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it. Just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. 2-2 pitch. On the ground to short. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. At the plate, Jake Holton. One out and the base is empty. Grounder to third. Random. That's an out.
Hey, drive him in. Need you right here.
Random, up to bat next, lays off for a ball. That backdoor breaking ball just missed, but it could have been called for a strike. The batter knows he's got to swing if he comes with another one. And now the 2-0. Foul ball there. 2 on, nobody out with 2 runs already in to score. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch is outside. Braden Taylor to bat next. And they're all loaded up. Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Braden Taylor. Here's the 1-1. And pops it up. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A bunt, and it's right in front of the plate. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. As a run scores on the play. That wasn't a squeeze play. The runner at third wasn't going for home with the pitch, but he made a heads-up play, saw he had enough room to get home, and crossed the plate on a de facto safety squeeze.
Now batting. Catcher,
Nobody out,
Nate
bases loaded.
Baez.
Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Nate Baez. On the ground at third, might be 2. Tags the runner for 1. And a run scores on the double play.
The batter, the right fielder, number 10, Stanley.
Now the third baseman, Joe Random. 1 for 2. Ripped, but it curls foul. If you feel you've been out of phase with your life, it's time to make it oscillate on your frequency. Call Thad's Theremin Therapy to find out how they can help you amplify your best self. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Pitch is in the dirt. 1 out and the base is empty. That one almost got the batter. That'll back him up a bit. Next pitch misses. Full count now. Payoff pitch off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Braden Taylor. Payoff pitch. Runner on the go. Bounces it to the left side. And now 2 down. And next, the cleanup hitter, Nate Baez.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you right now.
And now the runner breaks for third. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the end of the inning. Nobody out, first and second here. Joe Random digs in now. So clutch, arguably the team's MVP this year. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. And they say he went. It's ball 1. Next offering misses, and the count is even, 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. That one a little bit hot. Full count, 3-2. What a take with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout, that's out number 1 here in the 9th. So 2 down. Gavin Keelan, the next to hit. Pops this one up, foul on the left side. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win.
I know you see the fashion.
It's that sauce you never could imagine. Just that type of Brita you ain't never seen. Cold in my dog, man.
Don't jump up to this non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy. What's on the done of one? Here, much man to Allah. Me all walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, how will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, why? Would you be more than that?